Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are moving to Japan. Yes. Oh, I'm moving to Japan at the University of Yokohama. The name is Yokohama National University. YNU. It is open from December 2024 until February 2025. So you still have something like 18 days. More than 2 weeks to prepare for this. If you want to know more, something like application guideline, you have to come here, the application guideline. This is it. If you want to know more, you can email them. Or you can call them through this phone number. If you need some precision, some informations. This is an English program. There are other things that you can check here, like research, department specialization, prospective students, and admissions. Now we focus on all English programs, so we have to come here to this application guidelines. This is Yokohama National University. The application guideline. This one is the program launch. This will start on October 2025 and that will end on September 2027. In association with the World Bank. Eligible countries. Let us check. We have to know if your country is eligible or no. This is why you come here on eligible countries. As you have seen, let me zoom in please. It's yes from A to Z. You see Afghanistan, Angola, Bangladesh, Burundi, Chad, Comoros, Congo, Cameroon, South Africa, Republic, Egypt, blah blah blah, Guinea, Hera, Kenya, Kosovo, Lebanon, Lesotho, Liberia, Malawi, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Nepal, Mozambique, Nigeria, Pakistan, Senegal, India, Nepal, Sierra Leone, South Sudan, Togo, Tonga, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Zimbabwe. It is organized alphabetically. So when you return, you have to check by name, not by continent or something else. Once you have checked if your country is eligible, you can continue to read. If no, I recommend you to watch another movie related to fully funded scholarships. I have a list of that, okay? After he has admitted the qualification of applicant for admission, the GSU steering committee will send the letter of admission to the successful applicants only. So if you do not receive anything, this means that you are not successful. What can apply to the bank? Okay, successful candidates will receive notification that effect before the end of July 2025. At the last steps from Yokohama National University. You know everything. These are the other criteria. Be a national of a bank member country that is eligible to receive bank financing, and not be a national of any country that is not eligible to receive bank financing. You already know these countries. We saw them. Remember, these countries are eligible. Not hold a dual citizenship or any developed country. Okay, if you are from America, don't drink, stop dreaming. Let's come and check together. United States of America is not eligible. Canada is not eligible. You see, there's no United States of America. Let's move on and check Canada. You notice that? Canada is not eligible because it is developed country. Be in good health cannot come here if you have cancer. For example, if you have HIV. So that'll be complicated. You need to hold a bachelor degree or its equivalent with superior academic achievement more than 3 years before the scholarship application deadline. So it means that by the February 20th, 2025, you should hold. You're supposed to hold a bachelor degree and more than 3 years before. So more than 3 years. It means that as we are already in 2025. Year 2024, 2022, something that you got on 2021 or before. Be employed in a paid and full-time position at the time of the scholarship application deadline, unless the applicant is from a country identified in the World Bank's humanitarian list of fragile situations. Okay. This means that if you are in Libya, for example, and you don't have a job because you know what you're facing right now. If you're in Palestine, we know what you're facing right now. You do not need to get a job. But those people of Nigeria or Lagos and Abuja, in which safety cities with safety, something like Douala in Cameroon or Yaoundé in Cameroon, you're supposed to work. If you live in this place and don't have work, you are not eligible. But if you live in Bendi, for example, and you don't have eligible work, to this to apply without an unemployment. By the time you graduate, you have at least 3 years of recent paid professional experience. You know everything related work after a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. We talked about that. When they say that you are working, so at least 3 years of experience. Don't be an executive or director, a consultant or staff for any type. Okay. Me, for example, I'm a director, so I'm not eligible to this kind of thing. Priority consideration for admission will be given to applicants who have a good academic potential to study IMP master's degree program as stated below, applying to return to the given position, including the current one in their home country. So after this school, let me tell you something. When you move to the embassy, they will ask you questions, and you have to show them to convince them you are willing to move to Japan just to learn. And you have the ambition. You intend to come back to your home country after the studies. So depending on the problem that you do, they can ask you this question. For example, the embassy. Do you know companies where you can work after getting this master? You have to mention them. If you can mention 10. Mention 10, you can mention 5. You have to check these kind of things. This kind of question, because this is a very difficult for people who are to the embassy in order to get a study visa. I recommended by appropriate government agencies and submit official English proficiency test score, TOEFL. He is strongly advised that successful candidates from their employment for the 2-year period, during which they are to participate in the program. This leave should assure their reemployment after completion of the program. For those who can negotiate with their bosses, you can tell them that you will be absent for 2 years, so they can recruit someone just to replace you. Leave the position vacant. So when you finish the program, you come back directly. You can show this letter in the embassy. For example, you can. If your boss can give you this kind of thing, you are very well placed to get the scholarship and above the official English proficiency test score. They are not telling something like 2 years. 3 years, so even if you did it 7 years, you have to put it. They ask for TOEFL or IELTS because IELTS must provide evidence of level of English competency. They are not telling you account of yes. It now tells you 6 out of 10 for IELTS, or 5 out of 5, or 7 6 out of 5 out of 10. They're not asking something like that. You just have to get to provide evidence of satisfactory level of competence, English, either by enclosing the result of the IELTS examination or by proving that they have completed a university program conducted mainly in English. For English university test score only, original official certification issued by the implementation test organ will be accepted instead of photocopies, and it must include your photograph. So they don't want photography photocopies. They want original. So this means that you have done IE to go to Japan, so give them original DI. EDIE. As for Japan, give them the original IES autobiography. Letters or reference or recommendation from 2 different people must be provided to support the application. If you can find 2 letters of recommendation from your bosses, it's okay. But at least 1 letter should come from your boss. From your ex-boss. You can come and read here to know more about this program. Program objectives. Why are you going there? Scholarships. The most important, you have infrastructure, planning and management subjects, policy aspect of infrastructure management subjects, global system for infrastructure management subjects, infrastructure management for sustainable development, subjects selective related specialized subjects. You have these seminars. You have to read this thing. Because if you don't read and you are selected at the embassy, they'll ask you questions about this. All these things that you see here. This is why they come. Check and take questions to ask you. They are willing to ask if you know. If you want to go to Japan for this problem, then you know everything about this. You know what will happen. You know the name of the teachers. You know the things like this. Things like that they deny themselves to change, okay? They also tell you that this deadline, February 28th, 2025, that can change. So apply as soon as possible. This is the only thing that I can give you. These are the document transcripts. For those who are in dollar and school at the University of Dollar, it is the University of Dollar who will do that. You go there. You ask for transcript because you go at your faculty. For example, if you were from Polytech, you go out Polytech, you take your transcript, you certify them, it's your gene who will do that. Then you move them from Fiji to the University of Taurus. You pay an amount, they give you rendezvous. Something like 2 weeks. Or 1 week or 7 or 5 days. I don't know, you do that at the University of Zimbabwe. You don't need to travel or to go anywhere. For your transcript, certification of graduation or copies of diploma, Proficiency Academy performance entry sheet. If you want to know about this, you have to come here and you need a research plan. Let me show you names and contact information of recommenders. Yes, so this is all. But you need to know academic performance entry sheet. What it looks like, this is what it looks like. Academic performance entry sheet, oh God. Yes, I just want to show you, this is it. Academic performance entry sheet. Resume number application, okay. When you apply, you understand all these things. You already understanding, you will know lease numbers. So this is all for today, and I wish good luck to those who subscribe to my channel.